So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a story time for you guys, but I really did want to film this makeup look. So if that's something that you guys want to see, definitely let me know and I'll get that up for you guys. But a lot of girls were asking me what lipstick I was wearing on the picture that I posted on my Snapchat. And it's from Lime Crime, and it's in the color Black Velvet. I really like this. It's super pigmented. I really like this, and it's really comfortable. Like, it's not super dry. And I had never tried the Lime Crime liquid lipsticks or the regular lipsticks. This is my first one, so I really liked it. But yeah, let's get into the video. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, this is the time that I was the side bitch. Girl, I was the side bitch. Yes, I was. I don't care. It was a long time ago. And honestly, like, I didn't go out of my way to be the side bitch. Like, this girl tried to come for me. So yeah, like, it was kind of like revenge, if anything, you know? And this, okay, like, it's just the time where I was a side bitch, right? But it really taught me a lesson in life. A really valuable lesson in life, I think. Like, after this, my outlook on, like, relationships were really different. And I'll tell you guys the moral of the story at the end. But this is the time that I was a side bitch. So let's get into it. So yeah, I met this guy in 2008. So it was a real long time ago. Don't come for me. But yeah, it was like a long time ago. We were just friends. We started off as just friends. I met him through a friend. And it was just on accident, really. Like, it wasn't, like, planned out. I didn't think he was cute, and I was like, hey, let me slide in them DMs. Like, no. It was an accident. Like, I don't remember. I do remember, but I'm not going to get into all that because it's irrelevant. But anyways, I met him through a friend, and we were just really good friends. Like, we didn't see each other in person. It was kind of through, like, MySpace and texting and stuff like that. It was never, like, he was 2 or 3 years older than me, so he didn't go to school with me. I don't even think he went to school anymore at the time. But yeah, so yeah, like, we were just really good friends. Like, he'd text me and he'd ask me how I was doing, and we talked about, like, his girlfriend, and I told him, like, eventually I got a boyfriend, and he was my first boyfriend. So you know how it is, you get your first boyfriend and you forget everybody else exists. So that's kind of how it went. And then we kind of lost touch, and then he'd message me again, and we'd, like, just talk. But he was, I don't know if you guys ever felt this way about somebody, but I just thought, to me, he was my friend. I knew he never ever lied to me. He was always so honest. He was one of the most honest friends that I've ever had in my life. But he was one of those people that you think are so cute that it's never gonna happen. Like, it's kind of like too good to be true. It's never gonna happen. So you don't even try, really. I just thought he was super cute, and because he was older, I thought he was so cool, and he was just so cute to me. Like, he was the cutest guy that I had ever seen in my life, and I had the biggest crush on him. But I never made it, like, show, because, like I said, it was just kind of too good to be true, so I didn't even try. So anyways, we became really good friends, and he'd always text me. And then I got my first boyfriend. He had a girlfriend the whole time, and then I had gotten a boyfriend. And so it was like that. Like, we were always really honest with each other. He knew I had a boyfriend, I knew he had a girlfriend. Like, we knew what it was. We were just friends. And so we were never, like, we had never flirted on the phone or anything like that. We were really just friends. So he had broken up with this girl he had been with forever. I remember he said he had been with her for a really long time, and they had broken up. And he was, like, super heartbroken about that. So we would talk about it sometimes, blah blah blah. Okay, so then time goes by, And we like lose touch, and then like we talk again, and then we'll lose touch, and then we'll talk again. Okay, well then it was one of those times that we had lost touch. He had gotten a new girlfriend, and he had been with her for a while, and yeah, like we had lost touch. And so one day, I remember I had already broken up with my boyfriend, and I wasn't really talking to anybody at the time, and I came across his Facebook. And I was like, oh my God, I miss him. Like, I haven't talked to him in a long time. And like I said, I always thought he was super cute. So I was just like, oh, I'm going to message him to see how he's doing. So I was like, hey, how have you been? Blah, blah, blah. Just, hey, how have you been? That's all I remember saying. I remember it being like super simple. Nothing like, oh my God, like, how have you been? I miss you, blah, blah, blah. No. It was just like, hey, how have you been? And I requested him. And I remember it being denied, and I was just like, what? Like, we always just catch up and see how each other's doing, and then we go on about our way. So I was like super taken back by like the fact that he had denied me. So I was just like, that's weird. And then a couple days later, his girlfriend messages me from his page and was like, bitch, you better not message my baby daddy anymore. Leave him alone. He don't want you, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, they didn't have no kids, so I don't know how he was her baby daddy. But I was just like, what? You're tripping. And I even wrote her back because I didn't want to get him in trouble. Like, we were just friends. So I was just like, what? You're tripping. Like, it's not even like that. It was just that I wanted to see how he was doing, and that was that. Like, he's just my friend. So I wanted to make it clear to her that he was just my friend, because like I said, I didn't want to get him in trouble. Like, we knew what it was. It was not like that at all. So I was just like, I don't know why girls are like that. I don't know why they're super jealous. I know now why, because I've had a couple of girls like message Lily's dad before and been like, blah, blah, blah. Boys are going to be boys, but whatever. I get it. But sometimes we do the most. Like, we really, as women, we do the most. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, I left it at that. A couple of months had passed by. I think it was like 2 months later. My friend that I met him through had invited me to one of his kickbacks. So I was like, okay, I'll go. And like I said, we had never met in person. I don't even know how we hadn't met in person, because he would hang out with this friend that I had in common a lot, and I hung out with him a lot too, but we had never really bumped into each other. So yeah, anyways, this night he had invited me to his kickback. So I go, and I didn't think anything of it. Like I said, we had never really bumped into each other, so I just left it at that. So I walk in, and my friend was like, hey, guess who's coming over? And he like says his name. And I was like, what? Like, I got butterflies in my stomach. Like, I thought he was so cute then. But I kind of thought he was going to come with his girlfriend, but I wasn't sure. And so he comes in with his friends, and they start playing pool and drinking and stuff, and like, we're listening to music, and there's a bunch of people there, and yeah, like, everybody's just having a good time. And he hasn't really like noticed me yet, because I kind of kept avoiding him because I was nervous and I was shy, and I really didn't want him to see me, because I was like, how embarrassing. His girlfriend like messaged me and was like, you know, jealous. So I wasn't really sure how he was going to feel about it, or if he was mad or whatever. I was scared. So I was kind of avoiding him, but then I was just like, whatever. And I had sat on the couch. There was a couch where the pool table was. So I had sat on the couch, and I remember I had heels on, so I had took them off and put my socks on. And so it was, by that time it was already starting to get late. So a lot of the people had left, so it was just like us and like a couple of other people. So yeah. So then what had happened after that? Okay, so then I was sitting on the couch, and one of his friends had said something to me, but like kind of like flirting. And I was just like taken back, like, what? I was surprised because, I don't know, I was just surprised because I had hung out with his friends before, but not him. So I was just surprised that his friend was like flirting with me. So he looked at me kind of like when you look at somebody to see what they look like because your friend's flirting with that person. And so he looked at me and he kind of stared at me for a while, and then he like looked away. And then a little while later he came and he sat down next to me. So he started a conversation. I was telling him how, I don't remember, something about like playing pool with your feet, and I don't remember what happened, but it was just funny. So we were like laughing, and then he stopped and he was like, "Hey, is your name Anai Hernandez?" And I looked at him and I was like, guys, I was so excited because he knew my first and last name. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even know your last name. And I think you're so cute. Like, I thought you were so cute for a long time. So I was just like super excited. But I was also nervous. So I was just like, no, that's not my name. And then he was like, oh, my bad. You just really look like some girl that I know. And I was kind of like smiling because I don't know why the fuck I said that wasn't my name. So I was like, no, my name starts with an M. My name's Maria. And he was like, really? And he's like, no, it's not. And I was just like, no, my name's, and I said his name. And he like looked at me and he's like, that is you. And he like knew right away because nobody really knew his name because everybody called him by like his nickname. So nobody really knew his name. Only like a few people knew his real name, but like really like not a lot of people knew his name. So by me telling him his name, he automatically knew that it was me. And so he was like, that is you, you little asshole. And he was like, oh, my bad about my girlfriend. Like she's always tripping. I don't know why, but my bad. I'm sorry. And then I was like, oh, no, it's cool. Like I already knew you had a girlfriend. Like, it's cool. And he was like, are you sure? Like, I'm sorry. He's always been like that. Like, he says sorry like 1,000 times. And he's super, super sweet. And he's like this thug. Like, he's just a thug. He's like this thug. So it was really weird to get to know him because if you would just see him in person, like, he just looks thuggish. And, you know, like, how he doesn't have a soft spot, but he's super, super sweet. He's super, super honest. He's really cool. So then we were just like talking or whatever, and he put his number in my phone, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'll text you tomorrow. And then he was leaving because he had to take his friend home, and that was that. So then like days later, he texts me. I text him the next day, and then like we started texting back and forth. We like started talking again. And then this time it was different because like this time he was like really flirty and just different. He like treated me different. He wasn't treating me like his friend. He was treating me like, I don't know, like he wanted something more. And I was just like I couldn't believe it because I always thought he was super cute. So to me, it was just like, what is my life? Like, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, like then we started texting and we started hanging out more. So yeah, like we would hang out here and there, and we would like do little kid shit. Like we'd, you know, not little kid shit because little kids shouldn't be doing this, but like, you know, just things you do when you're young. Like we were just kissing, we'd hold hands. I knew he had a girlfriend, but honestly, like we never really talked about her. So he was always super, super honest with me. So he'd tell me everything, but we never really talked about like how serious they were. And we would hang out for Christmas, Valentine's Day, his birthday, every holiday that you're supposed to be with your girlfriend for, or not with your side bitch. Like, you know, he wouldn't hit me up on February 15th. Like, no, he'd hit me up on actual Valentine's Day, early and late. Like, we would spend all day together. So to me, I was just like, how do you have time to hang out with your girlfriend if we're always together? And I should have known better. Like, you're not supposed to do that. If you know somebody has a girlfriend, the side bitch, the main bitch, you shouldn't be that. You know, you should be the only person in somebody's life. It shouldn't be about the main bitch or the side bitch or stupid. But I was young and he was super cute. So to me, I was just like, it was just too good to be true. Like, I knew that one day it would have to come to an end, because things like that don't ever end up good. Like, it just doesn't. But at the moment, I remember, like, that's just what I wanted to do. So I did it. But I did learn a really, really valuable lesson out of this, because it didn't last too long. Like, we hung out for like a year, but like I said, we were always together. We were together every day, and then something happened that we had to stop hanging out. But I won't get into that, because then that's a little too personal. Like, I just don't ever want anybody to know who I'm talking about, because we ended up being like super cool friends. I don't talk to him anymore, but we're still friends. Like, if I see him, like, he's still my friend. Like, there's no hard feelings. He ended up being super cool. But anyways, like I said, I learned a really, really valuable lesson. I learned that no matter what you do, if you're out there being crazy and like messaging your boyfriend's friends back, or like the friends he has on Facebook back, or adding girls you don't know because you want to know what's going on, if you go through his messages, if you check his Facebook, his Snapchat, his Twitter, like, you can be as crazy as you want to be. But if that boy wants to go cheat on you, he's gonna cheat on you. Like, there is nothing that you can do to stop him from doing whatever it is that he's gonna do. There's nothing that you can do to stop him. Nothing. And why do you want to do that? Like, why do you want to be in a relationship that you have to worry about what he's doing and who he's writing to and if he's cheating? So yeah, like, it really doesn't matter what you do. If he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it regardless. So that made me look at things differently. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, if there's girls that are writing to Lily's dad and they're going a little overboard, then I'm gonna be like, okay, you better tell her something, or I'm gonna tell her something. But if somebody writes him, like, everybody that writes him, I don't have to respond to. I'm not gonna go attack them, because it's up to him at the end of the day. Like, if that's what you want, that's what you're gonna do. So yeah, I don't recommend being a side bitch. Like, that's not what this video is about. It's just a story time, and it was a really, really long time ago, so don't come for me. But yeah, and I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it wasn't too boring, and let me know if you guys want a tutorial on this makeup. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and until next time.